Brian McKnight has some things to say about Marc Lamont Hill. Now, if you don't know about Brian McKnight did a lot of scumbag shit like throughout the years when it came to his children, family. He said some pretty crazy shit. So a lot of people had a lot of smoke for Brian McKnight. You know, it's pretty sad because he made some pretty good legendary songs, we could say, right? But I don't know, man. He said some crazy shit. They said he's a whole bitch. Golly, all right. Okay. But here go Brian McKnight. Here go the shit he said.
Nothing. Who's that Mark, the guy, the political
Marc
guy?
Lamont Hill.
Not that Mark, the guy, political guy. That's crazy.
Let me tell you something. I'd destroy that dude.
Yeah.
I would destroy him. Not physically, but in
I
a
understand
debate.
what you're saying.
Because you don't even know me. But you call me an asshole?
After all the shit that he did, to be like, you don't even know me, but you call me an asshole, bro. I don't know if y'all know the story of Brian McKnight and the shit he did with his kids, but it's wild. But we'll get into that.
Well, I look at Marc Lamont Hill. There's this segment of people that are what I like to call, they like to champion themselves as intellectuals, right? And that they truly believe that they're smarter than everybody else.
Damn, why does everybody say that about Marc Lamont Hill? Like, does Marc Lamont Hill really give that off to people? I don't get that from him. I just feel like he's a guy just talking and speaking his mind. I don't know, man. This is like the second time I heard this.
But I don't really believe that because I never see the results.
Right.
It never translates, right? So
I see people hand him I see people handing him his ass all the time.
yeah, it's easy.
Okay, I got fame say he comes off as condescending. Okay, I don't watch enough of his shit to know. This is the second time I heard this. That's what he had to say. And Marc Lamont Hill pushed back. But first, before we get into that, I guess maybe let's look at some of the things that he did. I don't know if everybody is aware of the stuff he did with his kids.
Sure, some of y'all may have heard about Brian McKnight's feud with his own children. He has rejected his children. In his words, he claims that he stopped dealing with his children because of their behavior, and he didn't want to financially pay for his grown sons. He wanted his own sons to live on their own. So that's one of the reasons why he stopped dealing with his sons. Also, he stopped dealing with his daughters as well. And he claims that the daughter's mother kind of blocked contact. And he actually accused one of his daughters of having an incestuous relationship with her older cousin. And the daughter filed a lawsuit against him for defamation, which was settled.
You got your own kids suing you for defamation, bro. That's insane to me, dog.
Brian claims that these are some of the reasons why he doesn't deal with his children. And I believe he has like maybe 5 biological children. I know Brian McKnight Jr., who is the oldest. He has Nico, who just passed away, unfortunately. He has another one named Clyde McKnight, I believe, and a daughter named Brianna, who's the one who filed that lawsuit against him. And then I think he has another biological daughter, but he doesn't acknowledge these children. He only acknowledges the children with his new wife, Leilani.
What the hell is going on in here?
Yeah, you fucked up. You a fucked up nigga, man. Like, this did not make it any better for you, dog. You are a fucked up nigga for this one, bro. And then you got the nerve to get on this shit and say, he's calling me an asshole. He doesn't even know me.
What the hell?
Dog, look at you, man.
God.
Look, so you claiming them and you not claiming your other kids, but you claiming this family. What are you talking about here? They don't even know me, man. Huh? We looking at you right now. What are we talking about, man? This is so fucked up, man. And I don't even gotta go into like the reasons why this is extra fucked up, but y'all can see, like I can see, this is fucked up.
Daughter as his own. He says his stepdaughter, Julia, is the perfect daughter he always wanted.
You see this shit? Imagine you this man kid right now. Obviously, we know he gonna be salty as shit because the other daughter sued him for defamation and it seems like she won that shit. So he's salty about that shit. Probably ain't no going back. But damn, to have a stepdaughter and say that you're the perfect daughter. This man said, Jules, I became a girl dad because of you?
Watch out.
This man said father of the year. Fuck that shit. I don't want it. I don't want that shit. Father of the year? Crazy, dog.
He also says his stepson, Jack, is the real Brian McKnight Jr.
What? The real Brian McKnight Jr.? Fit Mommy said literally fuck them kids. This is the definition of fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Like, come on, dog. Come on, brother. Come on. I got no problem. Like, whoever you with is whoever you with. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever is in your heart. Do it. Follow your heart. But when you ditch your first family for another family and you taking in kids that don't look like you and you calling them the real McKnight, what? Who raised you?
He also welcomed a new child with Leilani called Brian Jr. And a couple of weeks ago when he was asked how many sons does he have?
No.
What the hell?
What the fuck? No. Oh. Co-Sanity said, what in the coonery is going on? They asked this man, how many sons do you have, Mr. Brian? This motherfucker said, I have 3 sons.
He says, I have 3 sons, Jack, Brian Jr., Kikoa Mato. I believe Kikoa was the infant that he and his wife lost. But these are the only sons he acknowledges. He acknowledges the ones that he has with his second wife, Leilani, but he doesn't acknowledge his other children. And when he was asked about his other children, he just acknowledged this comment saying that they come from evil family.
What?
In order to live a life that you love, you have to get rid of the evil and the negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related.
The children that I do not...
Evil and negativity. How did they come from evil and negativity? Is it because, was it a bad relationship? I'm trying to find out his logic here. Is it a bad relationship, or is it that they weren't married and he's like super religious and he feels like it's evil? Whatever the case it may be, you committed the act, bruh. You did it. That makes you evil, nigga. Like, what 20? You're evil, bro.
I'm evil.
You committed the act. How do you commit an act? And then what comes out of it, you call it evil. And all of a sudden, you're the righteous one. You want to remove yourself from the evil. It's your product. Like, what are we talking about, dog? This man, listen, they always said the R&B niggas are the main ones who toxic as fuck out of here. They'll sing "Start Back at One" whole time. That's the person. This guy. This guy. You over here walking down the aisle to your wedding. Let it start back at one. And then look.
I'm evil.
This. This was your wedding song. This man sung your wedding song. And you out here saying children are evil, ditching whole families and shit. What? Whoever walked out to a Brian McKnight song at your wedding, shit. Change that song. Anniversary, act like that shit never played. You could play some other shit. Sexy Red or something. Play some Sexy Red.
Bow, 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 bow. That's that booty man.
All right, come on, man. I'm just saying, bro. Crazy.
They have relationships with. I don't post about them. Instead, I post about the children with whom I do have relationships, with whom I am proud of, and about whom I want to share my pride in their accomplishments. I don't live in the past. Another thing a lot of people have been talking about is the lawsuit my adult daughter Brianna brought against me.
Damn, Fit Mommy. Damn. That shit gonna turn into a nightmare song. Undeniable. Damn. But listen, don't feel bad. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of R&B people who got songs that people walked out and they went into, and they probably just don't know that they toxic as shit. Brian McKnight just one of them dudes that decided to let everybody know that he toxic. So, just saying.
A few years ago. In 2020, my biological daughter Brianna sued me for defamation and breach of contract, and I agreed to pay her $318,000 with no admission of any wrongdoing whatsoever. She dismissed a $1 million case in exchange for payment of $318,000 with no admission that I did anything wrong and no requirement that I retract my statement or remove it from the internet. I did not defame her. I made no false statements. I made up no stories. I want to address the abandonment issue for the last time. I never abandoned anyone. Our estrangement was mutual, and I changed my will the next day. I make absolutely no apologies for naming...
Change his will to what?
...my infant son, Brian. I want him and the world to know that he is the one who is my true legacy.
Whew. I mean, what can you say? The man is cold. He is cold-hearted. And this is what Nico tweeted last year in regards to his relationship with his father. He said, "When I was about to die in the hospital from complications from my cancer, I just wanted to bury the hatchet and hear him say he loves me. And he told me he couldn't arbitrarily tell me he loves me. Still cuts so deep. Sometimes I wonder if my dad's karma is my close proximity to death. Like maybe if I end up dying, it will release him from this grip of evil. If I could just have one more group hug between me, my brother, my mom, and my dad, I'd truly be ready. Every day I feel so embarrassed by how things went with our dad. When you're faced with a situation like mine, it quickly shows you what really matters, and families matter the most. I miss my family so much, everyone." He also said, "We were bad children. Sure, yes, but my sisters have always deserved better. They don't deserve this outright disrespect. Hate us all day. You don't get to be a piece of ish forever and still skate by with all that we know. We saved that man from federal prison."
That's sad though. I'm not gonna lie. Then they saved him from federal prison.
That's all I'm going to say. But after all of this, I still love him so much because I know there's my dad in there somewhere. But he's a drone now. So effing sad. Miss you, Dad. Marcus Aurelius, Superman. This is really sad. It's really heartbreaking. But you know, thankfully, Nico was surrounded by all of his loved ones when he passed away. So that's a good thing. Even though Brian McKnight was not there and he did not reach out, he still was surrounded by people who absolutely loved him. And his uncle, Claude McKnight, who is Brian McKnight's brother, even gave him a tribute as well.
This morning I found out that my nephew, Nico McKnight, passed away. He'd been bravely battling cancer for the last 2 years or so. And I have a lot of feelings right now. I'm not going off a script or anything like that. I'm just gonna be raw with how I'm feeling. Nico was one of those amazing kids who was quirky and curious and ridiculously talented. Amazing singer, an amazing guitar player, had a great eye, was a photographer. And just one of those kids that, at least in my estimation, was somebody you always wanted to be around. And so it really sucks that he's no longer with us. Apparently there's so much hurt going on, or was so much hurt going on, that a lot of things didn't get resolved. And again, I want to go back to Nico. I know that kid had a lot inside, a lot eating at him for a long, long, long time.
I mean, granted, you think, like, these are your kids, man. Like, you have a kid that's actually dying. Like, and that's a sad situation. Rest in peace to that man. But it's like, you have a kid that is dying, and you can't put your shit to the side to, you know, at least, like, let that man know how you feel. Like, or, like, to tell your son that's dying, I can't find it in me to say I love you is crazy. And you got the nerve, the gall to call shit out here evil? The evil is you, bruh. The evil has always been you. That's probably what you're fighting. You're fighting the evil within. And it's probably the blessing is that you push them away from you because you push them away from fucking evil, which is you. That's wild, bruh. And it's like, you feel like you got this new family and everything's okay because you got this new family. You created new kids over there and everything's cool. That shit is sad, bruh. Damn. I would not wish that for nobody. I don't know how as a parent you can do that and still have them other kids. Them other kids growing up, seeing this might look at you different because these kids, at the end of the day, they're gonna know like, you know what? This is our family here, but we got other siblings that dad never talks about. They're gonna resent you for it. So I'm just saying, man, whatever he think he doing, bro, it ain't gonna turn out the way you want it to. That's crazy. Pink said his new wife ain't shit either. Yeah, for sure. That's a fact too. Because the fact that she with him, knowing that he don't give a shit about his other kids, is crazy. That's insane. Wow. Marc Lamont Hill shot back at this shit. He had something to say. So here's Marc Lamont Hill basically hitting back.
Shoot that nigga. Fuck it. First, it's based on the comments we had up here. The conversation we had up here. So I don't remember us saying nothing that crazy about him. I don't remember.
We've said
we did. I don't think it was crazy.
Not them playing the piano in the back.
But no, I don't think there's anything crazy about him. I don't remember calling him an asshole, but he's an asshole. let me be clear. Brian McKnight, is this my camera? Brian McKnight, you are an asshole. And that's okay. It's not a beef. We ain't got no issues. You're just an asshole. I'm basing that on having interviewed Brian McKnight lots of times. Since you bring it, I wasn't going to mention this, but I've interviewed you lots of times. You were rude and nasty to everybody on my crew. Everybody on my team, you were nice to me. But the measure of being an asshole isn't how you treat the host. It's how you treat everybody around him. And you've been a dickhead to them. No disrespect to you, except you're an asshole. I was in an airport, Eastern Europe. I was headed somewhere. You were headed somewhere different. I watched a woman come to and ask you for an autograph, and you completely ignored and disrespected her and walked off.
These type of people, these are the kind of celebrities y'all need to watch. The ones who act like dickheads. It means like at the end of the day, they like the money that they make off of the people, but they don't fuck with the people because they feel like they're above the fucking people. There's a lot of celebrities out there like that.
You're an asshole, but that's not why we're talking about this. So you say, I don't know you. Right. I don't know you, but I don't have to know you to know you're an asshole.
Yes.
I don't get into your family business. Your family business has nothing to do with me, except when you make it public.
Yes. Yes. You made it public, bruh. You talked about this shit. And you tried to hit everybody with some righteous shit. It's evil. You have to distance yourself from evil. You're the evil motherfucker.
And when you put your family in public on blast, that might make you an asshole. That's all I'm saying. When you have children and you say my children are the product of evil, that might make you an asshole. When somebody says, yo, but the Bible says you should love your children, you say my older children were the product of sin. That might make you an asshole. That's just a fact. When you have a child named Brian McKnight Jr., and then you fall out with them, have a new baby, name him Brian McKnight with a different middle name, and then legally change your name to the new kid's name, you tried to start back at one with your kid. You're an asshole.
He said, you try to start back at one with your new kids? Yo, that's really what he did. He started back at one. He really did that, bro. That's the part that's fucked up about this. He really tried to start back at one. He said, you know what? Fuck them kids. Let's start back at one. Shit is wild, man. Yeah, Mark did what he had to do. He shot back like he had to. Brian McKnight, bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. You a piece of work, man. You a real piece of work. And then to get on this show talking about, why would you say that about me? You don't know me.
You don't even know me. But you call me an asshole?
To do all that shit, and you think the worst thing is that they called you an asshole? Brother, that is not the worst thing, bro. You think the worst part of this is that they called you an asshole? An asshole. Bro, that's the lightest thing they can call you right now. Just saying. Lightest thing right now. What a fucking asshole, man. So I'm gonna Mark on this and the host could get it too. Yeah, he was hating on Mark too, man. He said, you tried to start back on with your kids. They said Mark's response to Brian McKnight reminds me of Ricky running away and still getting caught. Mark is the guy in the car and Brian McKnight is clearly Ricky. Shots were fired and Buddy caught all of it. No miss, no aim assist on, sniper breath control, all that shit. Damn. The last reason Mark gave about Brian McKnight changing his name. Yo, it's insane. You would think this shit was fake if you didn't really know. Like, if you didn't go, you would think this shit was fake. Yeah, who said that? Hoping he gets to the pearly gates, God's telling him, I'm sorry, I can't find it in my heart to let you through. Yo, who said that shit? Who said that? Wait, Elise Shadow said that. Shit crazy. They said, you tried to start back at one with your kids?
God damn!
The audacity, man. That's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Brian McKnight is a piece of shit. And you know what? When I clip up this video, the thumbnail just gonna say piece of shit. I'm gonna keep it simple, man, because ain't no explaining that. It's gonna be Brian McKnight face, piece of shit. That's all it's gonna be. All right? Keep it simple, man. There's no explaining for that. It's just what it is. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I've seen, is there a worse celebrity father than this? I'm just trying to find out. Is there a worse celebrity father than Brian McKnight? Yeah, they say, I don't know, he might be number one. Yeah, I don't think it's, yeah, they said Elon ain't even this bad. That's crazy. They said, nah, he's top tier trash. All right, so that's what it is. All right, thumbnail gonna be Brian McKnight, piece of shit. All right, let's do our outro song and then we out of here, all right?
First, plow your dirt. I want it to be
your last number. Bitch, you been popping P
every week for white boys.
What for white boys?
Every week, baby. Boys, I ain't
divorcing you. You ain't about to take my money. You embarrassing me.
Now that's flagrant. Got my wallet, rich. Got my wife, yeah, she bad. She don't like me, yeah, she brown. That's alright. I'm a simp. Got my wallet, rich. Got my wife, yeah, she bad. She don't like me, yeah, she brown. That's alright. That's alright. Hey, that's alright.
And make sure she got good taste.
Y'all at social media, you and your wives, you and your husbands, you and your marriages.
Y'all letting social media do that to y'all? All right, let me get out of here.
It's fun to do bad things.
Take off the shirt, now take off the dope, take off the broken bag. Take all that good